Hi, my name is Emily Taubitz, and I'm a third grade teacher in the UCS Virtual Academy. In this lesson, I'm meeting with a small group of students to go over how to tell time on an analog clock. So I've already taught my whole class how to tell time. This lesson, we're going to be meeting with about 6 students where we use Nearpod. Nearpod is a great tool for me to give immediate feedback to my students. I can upload an instructional PowerPoint to the Nearpod website. I can control how quickly we move through the slides. And there are slides where my students can interact. They can write on them, they can type on them. So I can give them problems and see their answers in real time. In this lesson, I'll be able to tell which of my students know how to tell time correctly using the hour hand and the minute hand. If they get questions correct, I can praise them. If they get questions wrong, then I have an opportunity to reteach and help them figure out what it is that they're doing wrong. Mini lessons are the most important lessons that I teach in Virtual Academy all day. It gives me an opportunity to meet with my students individually, and I can assess where they are at with each lesson. I teach reading and math both in mini lessons every day.
Hi, my name is Kristen Rorty, and I'm a fifth grade virtual academy teacher this year. One of the programs I used this year that my students really enjoyed was Bookit. This is a website that lets kids review material in a fun way. Students can either play whole group, or teachers can send links through Teams so they can practice individually as well. Points are earned on questions answered correctly and by the quickest time.
Hi, my name is Susan Bell, and I teach second grade in the Virtual Academy. One thing that my students have enjoyed using during their word group stations this year is boom cards. What it is it's a way that students get to practice reading and words at their level. And students get control of my screen and they get to move things around and they get to read words and match up pictures. And then they can submit it for feedback to see if they're correct.
There are many tools in the Virtual Academy that we use to engage students. Here's one of the tools that we use in English class called our interactive notebook. This is an example of our interactive notebook that we've used all year. We include a table of contents, and students record their notes using color, using drawing as a way to build not only creativity, but also as a way for them to truly retain what they're learning. Here are some more examples of different things that students have added into their notebook as concepts and skills. We most recently just finished some notes on comma rules as an example here. They wrote down the rules. They also used examples. After taking notes, students love to practice and apply these concepts with games. Some of the games that they love playing are games like Kahoot and Blookit. Here's an example of applying comma rules using Kahoot. Another game that they love playing is Blookit. Blookit is actually a variety of games where students can play by themselves. They can play interactively with their classmates. They can play as a team. Here are some of the different games that they can play that have different variations. Again, the questions and application have to do with the concepts they're learning. But for example, a game like Gold Quest is a fun game for them because they get to compete against each other and swap and steal each other's gold. Another tool that we love using is Padlet. Padlet is a way for students to be able to display their work and also discussion. Here's an example of a Padlet that students created in my English class. They were given a meme generator to create a comma rule meme. Here, students work together in groups. Here's an example of some of the memes that they created. For example, comma rules using transitions. They created this in a fun and creative way. Here's another example of comma rules using tags. Not only were they able to display this on Padlet, but they were also able to see all of their classmates' memes and also offer feedback, also vote on their favorites.
One of my favorite things in Virtual Academy is the Kahoot games. The Kahoot games are my favorite because they help me learn a lot, and it's really fun for me.
One way I'm engaged to my assignments is we do these Kahoot games. Quizlet is basically the same thing, but it's by yourself. It isn't like in a meeting. You do it in a meeting, but once you've clicked one of your answers, it'll just tell you if it's right or wrong right away. She assigns these mystery art pixels. I'm engaged to that because I get really excited to see what the picture is.
The thing I liked about Virtual Academy was Kahoot. Kahoot is a trivia game that helps me study for tests. Kahoot is a fun game that can be useful on tests.
Today I'm going to be telling you what I like and don't like. Well, there's really nothing that I don't like. So first, let's start with my favorite subject in Virtual Academy. My favorite is math because it's super easy and the teachers will give you just enough details that you need. And I really like Virtual Academy overall.
I like reading a book called The BFG. I like watching Mr. DeMayo videos. And I like making Monday. We get to draw something, and I tried my best at it.
I'm a 5th grade Virtual Academy student. The thing we did this year that was so fun so far was the Kahoot. Kahoot is a learning game where you can study for tests, you can challenge yourself by seeing if you know all the answers to the test, and if you get all the questions right, you may go on the podium.
Hello, my name is Taylor and I'm at Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy. My favorite lesson of the school year is when we learned about animal adoptions. Me and my classmates each got to pick our own animal to do research on. I loved it because it made us do research on animals we never researched about before. My favorite subject is science because I find outer space very interesting. We recently did a field trip about how Nickelodeon slime does in outer space. Breakout rooms are a good way for us to socialize and get to know each other. I also enjoy when my teacher acknowledges our birthdays. It makes us feel really special.
I really can't say enough positive things about Virtual Academy. This year has gone really well, and it's given us such a relief to not have to be in person and still feel a part of the Schweitzer community, our homeschool community. And that's thanks to frequent communication from Mr. Palmer, Dr. Bloom, the teachers, Schweitzer in general, and both of our daughters love their teachers, Miss Bell and Miss Tom. And it made all the difference that they knew them and that they were from UCS. And it felt like an extension of Schweitzer. And we see our girls, they log on every day. They know what's expected of them. They know what they need to be doing, and their grades have been excellent. They're engaged in learning from their amazing and dedicated teachers. They're socializing and chatting every day with their friends and reconnecting with friends from previous years. So we couldn't be happier with VA, and we just want to thank you so much for this option.
Hello, Utica school friends. My name is Parker. I am a parent to a 5th grader, a 2nd grader, and a kindergartner currently enrolled in the Virtual Academy. And I'm happy to say that we've been very pleased with the enthusiasm the teachers have brought to the classes. Thank you to our kids' teachers. You guys have been doing an exceptional job, and we appreciate it.
Virtual Academy has provided a great option for my child to be able to stay in school without actually going to the building. It's been amazing to watch how the teachers are so engaged with all the children. They are really concerned about their progress. They are on top of things to getting them to finish their assignments on time. And they are always available to be contacted or touch base with them whenever they don't understand something. So it's really amazing how even though they are not face to face, they are able to have that personalized contact with the students. Whenever they feel that they're like falling behind, they actually call them one by one and have a one-on-one with them. So we as parents, we are really grateful that Virtual Academy actually exists because it helps. For example, my son is a child with special needs, and we were given the opportunity to continue with all the support and all the help for the core programs. So that was really awesome for us as parents to be able to have access to those kind of resources, even though we're not physically at school.
We are committed to exemplary teaching and learning in order for our students to be prepared for success in the 21st century. We will achieve this commitment by engaging the entire community to focus on each child's achievement, with the expectation that every student will pursue some type of post-high school education endeavor.
I am the Utica Virtual Academy.
I am Utica Community Schools Virtual Academy.
I'm the Utica Schools Virtual Academy.
I am Utica Schools Virtual Academy.